Okay, so it was working the first time. It's just I couldn't find it when I was in the studio. That's weird. At least now I know it's working. Uh, wait. What's the okay, the resolution looks pretty good. I think I want to change a few things real quick. I'll remove this and then I'll put display capture. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, must I tell you, it's been so long. And I've come to one conclusion. I still sound the same after 4 years. I have no idea what happened. I guess I didn't go through puberty at all. But yeah, here I am. For the record, I am 19 now. The last time I did a stream was I was playing Mario Party 5 about a year ago, and then before that, I hadn't streamed in about 3 years. So technically, you could say it was 4 years since I haven't streamed. Now, let me tell you why that is. Um, there's a few reasons. I've decided that uh, I will be leaving the OSC. Now, I do have some friends that are like still from there, and I'll still talk to them and stuff. Maybe every once in a while, or I'll participate in a project or something like that. But my main association with the object show community is just not as influential as it used to be when I was there originally. So, and plus, I feel like I'm kind of growing out of that community, and there's a better place for younger folks to be there besides myself. I feel like I've kind of moved on from it. So that's one thing. The second thing is I'm actually at university right now. I started college in 2023 and I'm studying mathematics. I know. I know. I'm a psychopath. I know. Thank you. You can text me that later. Um, yeah. Why mathematics out of all things? Like, you see me doing art on here all the time and shit. You wouldn't really correlate maths and art with the same person, would you? Well, I'll tell you a bit of a story. So, I was taking Algebra 2 in junior year. That was the same year that I kind of abandoned this account. And while I was in the middle of my Algebra 2 class, we were studying the laws of exponents and some shit. And then I was sitting at my desk and uh, like I had an epiphany. Like suddenly everything that the teacher was teaching I understood perfectly and it just like made sense. And so I remember I was failing the class like the first week or so. We had like a test or it was a quiz or something like that. I bombed it. Got a like a 57 on it. And then after that epiphany, I kept getting like hundreds, 90s, and all that shit. Like I think I got a 96 in the class and a 98 on the final. And yeah, so and then after that, I would stay after school every day from junior to senior year, just helping people with algebra 2 and um, other math classes that I took, like pre-calculus. I was helping people. Well, I took honors pre-calc, so I was helping the pre-calc students, the regular level students, there. The algebra 2 classes, the algebra 2 honors classes, um, but not geometry. I didn't really do geometry because that I completely forgot. Algebra 1 definitely did. I think intermediate algebra as well. And sports analytics, I know that was also a class too, which was a lot of logic and stuff. Yeah, and I felt just like after that, I wanted to study math, so like I could help people learn math and stuff. I was gonna repurpose this channel for that specific thing, like talking about different math topics and shit, but um, I wasn't really too motivated to do it at the time, and I was in high school, so kind of left out on the chopping block. And then university came around. Um, First thing I did was volunteer for like uh math tutoring for this one organization that I'm probably gonna get back onto pretty soon. Funny thing is, I transferred to a new university during the middle of my freshman year, which is where I currently am now, and um, I've kind of like laid back a little bit with the like uh the resume adding shit. Like, just wanted to take in the college experience with what I have now. But I think this year and the next year coming forward, I want to try to like lock in on some of those. Uh, Bro, someone just there was a cop outside. Anyways, kind of wanted to lock in on those like extracurriculars so my resume looks good and stuff. So yeah, gonna get back to that soon. Um, During the summer, I got a new job finally. I don't work at that silly pool place anymore. Um, oh yeah, I don't think you guys even know about that because I got that job in 2022. Right. And I was not streaming in 2022. So let me tell you about that first. I worked at a pool place up until last summer, or this summer, 2025, I remember. I was there for a brief period of time every summer. Um, Let me just say that job was a nightmare. One, I had to work outside in the hot summer heat, about 90 degrees every day, for roughly 6 to 10 hours a day. About the amount of days, I would say like, I think it was like 3, 4, but I know as I kept working there more and more, they kept giving me more hours, so it only kept getting worse from there. Um, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. I gotta find a new job. This is torture. And my sister was like, I feel bad. I want to help my brother out. And so she recommended me specific places. Like, we have a local Carvel. So I was trying to apply there. I think I also considered Chick-fil-A, but that one was kind of iffy because there aren't really any locations near me and I don't have a license. I have a permit, but I don't have a license. I know. Oh my God, you're 19 and you don't know how to drive. That's so embarrassing. Ugh. I have a reason, but I'll get back to that later. But here. Instead of looking at a white screen, how about I draw something to keep you guys entertained? If there even is anybody watching, is there anybody watching? I actually doubt anybody's watching. I think it's here, right? It says there is one person watching, and that person is probably me because it is 3 in the morning, and I doubt that anybody would be on at this time. They're probably asleep. Oh yeah, it's also Monday, so people gotta wake up for classes and stuff. But okay, let me just say my artistic expertise compared to previous years has definitely gotten better over time. I'm going to be drawing a Koopaling because recently I have had a hyperfixation for the Koopalings. And my favorite one, which is the one I'm drawing now, is Lemmy. I love this. I love this little guy. Yeah. Let's make his eyes bigger. Oh no, that's too weird. Hmm. Oh, I know. I know what's missing. His teeth. I'll give him a little tongue and everything. Oh, back on the job. So yeah, I worked at that pool place for a few years, and I considered other places, but then my local supermarket found out. I asked if they were hiring, and turns out they were. So that was really good timing. I applied. I applied online. Um, I had an interview with the manager. Let me tell you, she's the sweetest manager that you could possibly ever have. We got along very quickly, and the interview was a success, and I got hired the same day I had the interview. So at least now I know that I am not shitty when it comes to interviews. And I feel like the past couple of years, I've definitely been able to socialize with people more. Like I've been going out more. I felt more confident in what I say and everything. And I feel like I could be more of like a leader in typical situations. I think I could thank my mom for that because she is definitely very outgoing herself. And in public, I'd be like, "Ugh, Mom, why do you always have to talk to strangers all the time? Like, nobody wants to know your business." I would say that because I I admittedly did not have very good social skills back then. And, God, Lemmy's hair looks really weird. So I'm gonna fix that. Keep using the wrong pen. Okay, there we go. Uh, so yeah, definitely gotta thank her for that. Um, okay, back to the uni stuff. Freshman year, I took Calculus 1, Calculus 2, and Linear Algebra. Um, those were pretty fun, I would say. Calc 2 was kind of boring because we only had like an assistant professor teaching the class for some reason. Like, no PhD or whatever, just like a master's. It was the student going for a master's that was teaching the class. So, yeah, there was that. Um, then sophomore year, I took Calculus 3 and proofs. The proofs course was a nightmare. Oh my God. But I feel like that's the one class that's like the 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 main hurdle from lower level to higher level mathematics. So I got to be in that course, so I'm happy with myself. I'm pretty proud. And then I also took ODEs. I only took one math class at the time, so I can like kind of lay back from how hard I was studying already for Calc 3 and proofs. I just needed to like take it easy for a little bit. And now I'm in my junior year, and now I'm taking a class called Differential Geometry and Complex Analysis, or Complex Variables, Functions of Complex Variables. That's what the class was called. And I've definitely noticed that like I can handle the more higher level math a little bit more. like I know the differential geometry class we're still reviewing like linear algebra, which I took freshman year, and all of it's coming back to me now. But it's definitely becoming more manageable compared to when I first started learning all this crazy math. And yeah. So I think next semester I want to take real analysis and advanced linear algebra with like it's like linear algebra but like on steroids. Uh, wasn't there also another class that's like in the spring? I think dynamic systems it's called. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. And then maybe like on top of that, audit for an elementary statistics class. Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good idea. And I'm also trying to knock out my gen eds. Oh yeah, I think sophomore year I wanted to knock out some of my gen eds. I had to knock out the art one. Oh, and I should have mentioned this. I've also been studying Japanese. I've been taking classes for all that and stuff. Uh, yeah. I started taking Japanese when I transferred to the university I'm at now. That was spring 2024. Holy crap. That was almost 2 years ago. Feels like all this was like not too long ago at all, and I'm already a junior in college. Like, where did the time go? I'm sorry for abandoning all of you guys. Now there's two people watching. I have no idea who's watching, but thank you for tuning in. But yeah. Hopefully everyone's been okay, and hopefully your night has been great. Hopefully, me being here now, I can make up for some of the time that I have not. I do apologize for uh, not being as active as I used to back then. I do think about it sometimes, like, was this really the right decision? I don't know. I think that's just for you guys to decide. I turned 20 in November. Damn, I'm gonna be 20. I'm gonna be 2-0, dude. Wow. And I remember turning 10 years old and I felt like godly, like holy shit, now I'm double digits. But yeah. Last time um it was my birthday. I was actually sick. I was sick on my 19th birthday. Uh, where did I get it from? I don't know, but that was miserable. I was really sad. I wish I could have done something for my birthday, but I couldn't. I just posted on Instagram like, "Hey, it's my birthday. I'm sick, but I don't really give a fuck, so I'm still happy," and all that. Hopefully, I don't jinx myself, but I do not want to have another thing like that happen again. Oh my god, I keep using the wrong brush. What is wrong with me? Okay, thumb here. Right. Something about this arm feels off. Maybe it's not out enough. Yeah, that's the problem. Wait. I think I've been doing it right. I remember I did it right the first time. Yeah, looking at it now, I can tell I'm doing it right. Okay. As an artist, I'm very harsh on myself. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. Oh, I know. I can hold this wand. A little mischievous freak. It's not easy trying to come back to a community you've abandoned for so long. With the time I've been trying to come back, I've had a surprising amount of people actually recognize me, even if it's been like so many years since I've talked to them. And I'm surprised I even remember them still. There's me with the pencil brush again. Um, oh, this is like angled. This is like rotated weirdly. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Uh, and then I'll add the shell, and then we'll be done. Here we go. Here we go. Let me Koopa. My favorite. Yay! But, yeah, you probably have a good question. Am I gonna ever continue streaming again? I don't know. The future is unforeseeable right now. I have to consider what I've been doing at the moment. Um, I've got these classes that kind of take up more time than I would like them to. Um, but on top of that, uh, I have a social life, so I've been going out with friends and stuff I've made at university. Um, on the contrary, however, I have a room to myself, so I can blah 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 stay talking as much as I want, stay up as long as I want, and not have um to be a burden to anybody or um be a disturbance. So yeah, and I've been enjoying the privacy. Originally, I did have a roommate, but the first week he left. He left to go do some job at a real estate company. So good on him. Hopefully he's doing good. I still have his number. Maybe one day I'll call him on stream, see how he's doing. Yeah, he was a good guy. He did. He was a very crazy partier, though. I will tell you that. He wanted to party and like have sex and like he smoked and drank alcohol and I'm not really that kind of person. So I told him like, hey, you know, keep being you, but maybe not all the time. I didn't say that, but more like Just tone down the crazy behavior when I want you to, okay? But luckily I wasn't here around to do any of that. So I guess wahoo. And originally, like I thought the guy was like gonna be more professional, but no, he was the complete opposite of what I originally thought. Because he's also a clean fanatic, and I would have thought, oh, like clean fanatics, like they're always focused on like cleaning, so they're probably really studious or whatever. But nope. Apparently, you could be a smoker and a clean fanatic at the same time. Personally, I think those two would contrast quite strongly, but I guess nah. But anyways, um, I have a Twitter account. If you did not know, uh, I post all my art on here. Recently, I did a bunch of art of the Koopalings. Here's this one. So we got Lemmy, Larry, Morton, Iggy, Roy, Ludwig, Wendy. This was so fun. I did like one every day for a week. I gotta say, this was a really good challenge, and I definitely needed it. Uh, a quick doodle I did of all 7 of these guys again, and yeah, recently they announced that they're bringing the Koopalings to Wonder, which, oh my god, yes, dude, let's fucking go. This guy, Pitaya, he commented on the Lemmy art I did. He was the first one to comment on it. And so, like, I reached out to him. It's like, hey, how's it going? And now we have each other added on Discord and shit. So, yeah, I'm telling you, just send like one message and it can go a long way. We're already like pretty good friends. And I learned that he makes pretty banger music, which I might show for another time. But yeah, there's another artist that I recently became friends with. Uh, Lego, really talented. You should go follow him and check his stuff out as well. But yeah, please consider following my Twitter. That would be really appreciated. Oh, okay. Somebody finally typed in the chat. Okay. Who were you talking? Well, the guy I was drawing, no, that is Lemmy, not Larry. Larry has like more of the crazy mohawk hair, and he has a star on the right side of his head. I could draw that next time. Also, I'm sorry for streaming at like 3 in the morning. Um, Definitely something I did not expect to do. What can you do about it? I was just looking at my old streams and I was like, man, I remember doing all those. Those were definitely fun, and maybe I could get back to doing that again. People care even. I don't even know if people even remember me still. I still gotta make sure of that before I just like talk into a void. What's your name again? I think it was some guy, right? Some guy. You're just some guy. You're just some guy on my stream that's watching me talk and draw, and I don't really know you, but I'm honored that you're here and staying, as a matter of fact. So I really appreciate that. Um, if here, you know what? Tell me what Tell me what you want drawn. I'll do it for you. I'll do a quick sketch. Literally anything. I don't care. Just want to like interact with somebody. All right, let's do it. Come on. What does this button mean? A top fan. All right, you're a top fan. All right. Thank you for being the top fan, some guy. I await your request. Go. This might take a little longer than I thought. Nothing? Alright. Sorry for putting you on the spot then. That was my bad. Um, well, I really ought to get some sleep. My differential geometry class is at 9:45. I don't even know what I'm doing up anymore. Hey, some guy. You promise to come on the stream if I do a stream tomorrow? I'll probably do it longer than what this was supposed to be, but if you would show up, that would be amazing. And it would motivate me to stream more. I could tell it might take a while for your response to come in, so I'm going to assume that's a yes. So, I'm tired. I'm gonna hop off. Thank you for tuning in to the 31 minutes I was streaming randomly at 3 in the morning. I don't even know why I decided to do this, but it's great to see that I'm back. Fresh new coat of paint, and yeah, let's start off on a better note. All right, love y'all, peace, and have a nice night.